Welcome to Moments in the Word. I'm James Tyler, your host, and this evening we'll be reading from Acts chapter number 17, verses 22 through 34. Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill and said, Ye men of Athens, I perceive that in all things ye are too superstitious. For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an altar with this inscription, To the unknown God, whom therefore ye ignorantly worship, him declare I unto you, God that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands, neither is worship with men's hands, as though he needed anything, seeing he giveth to all life and breath and all things, and have made of one blood all nations of men for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and have determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation, that they should seek the Lord, if happily they might feel after him and find him, though he be not far from every one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being, as certain also of your own poets have said, for we are also his offspring. For as much then as we are the offspring of God, we ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto gold or silver or stone, graven by art and man's device. And the times of this ignorance God winked at, but now commandeth all men everywhere to repent, because he have appointed a day in the which he will judge the world in righteousness by that man whom he have ordained, whereof he have given assurance unto all men, in that he have raised him from the dead. And when they heard of the resurrection of the dead, some mocked, and others said, We will hear thee again of this matter. So Paul departed from among them. Howbeit certain men clave unto him and believed, among the which was Dionysius the Areopagite, and a woman named Damaris, and others with them. As we turn and we look at the context of this text here, we find that it recounts the apostles Paul's speech in Athens at the Areopagus, where he addressed the Athenians about their altar to an unknown God and introduces them to the one true God. This passage is such rich in lessons, and that we can apply it to our own lives in several ways. For one, Paul starts by acknowledging the Athenians' religiosity. He respects their beliefs even while presenting his message. We can learn to approach others' beliefs with respect and understanding, finding common ground rather than focusing on differences. Paul finds a point of connection with the Athenians by referring to their altar to an unknown God. In our conversations with others, seeking common ground can help build bridges and open meaningful dialogue. Paul clearly and confidently shares his message about God. We can strive to communicate our beliefs and values clearly and respectfully without being confrontational. Paul engages with the Greek culture and uses their own poets and philosophers to illustrate his points. Understanding and engaging with the culture around us can make our message more relatable and impactful. Some mocked Paul, while others were curious and wanted to hear more. When we share our beliefs or ideas, we should be prepared for a range of reactions and respond with grace and patience. Paul's message centers on God as the creator and sustainer of life, emphasizing the importance of seeking and knowing him. Keeping our focus on the core principles of our faith can guide our actions and interactions. And as always, By applying these principles from this text here, we can engage more effectively with those around us, sharing our beliefs with respect, clarity, and relevance. I'm James Tyler, coming to you live from the Castle Studios, and welcome again to Moments in the Word. God bless.